Callum Francis with High Times Magazine. We're here in San Francisco for the annual NORML Conference. New York, dumbass. Oh. Okay. Hey, you called me dumbass. You know, it turns out that the NORML Conference was in San Francisco. But when we were there, we had a special stoner comedy night where some of the best comedians around were giving us examples of some stone comedy. We want to show you some of the highlights. In the meantime, I want to get an interview with Alan St. Pierre, the director of NORML. Alan? Alan, come on back.
People in this country have a super puritanical, backward, retard, infinitesimal, Puritan misery look at marijuana. And people always say dumb shit like, but why would anyone smoke marijuana? Because it fucking works. And you get high, and you don't care about shit for 5 fucking minutes, and that's not that bad of a thing. And then people will say to me, but Greg, what if a young person heard you mention marijuana in a positive light, and then a young person tried marijuana? Then a young person would laugh at Scooby-Doo, okay? There is no downside to marijuana use.
Pot makes you want to share. I don't care if you have one tiny micro half a bud. You will drag a fucking stranger off the street to share it with you. It makes the brain share. Cocaine, there's never enough fucking coke for all you motherfuckers. Fuck you. Just get up and you need to come to the party and talk about me. It's a me drug.
I actually can't have video games in my house. It's one of the few drugs I can't handle. It causes me trouble in my relationships. You know what I'm saying? Your girl will come home, how was your day? Oh, it was great. I won the Super Bowl twice. Well, hey, did you vacuum or clean the bathroom? Hey, maybe you didn't hear me. I won the Super Bowl twice with Detroit. That's hard.
So I've been seeing a lot of these fish plates on the cars, they're like a fish, and I didn't understand it. I was like, what's the fucking fish about? And I asked my friend, and he said that's right, that it's for Jesus. That fish is the symbol for Jesus. And I was like, wow. Isn't fish already the symbol for fish?
At the NORML Conference, the Freedom Fighter of the Year was elected. Richard Lee is the owner of the Bulldog Coffee Shop in Oakland, California. As the winner of the 2006 Freedom Fighter of the Year award, he will receive a free trip to the 2006 Cannabis Cup.
Good news and bad news. Good news is that cannabis will no longer be illegal anywhere in the world in 2013. Bad news is that according to the Mayan calendar, the world is going to end in December 2012. Thank you.
recently I saw a dog in a cage, and the cage had a sign on it that said, "I bite." And I was like, that is good to know, doggy. But that's not the most important thing. I mean, shouldn't you make a sign that says, "I make signs"? It's great to know, that you might bite me. Thanks for the warning, but, you're a sign-making dog.
All right, folks, listen, if you want to get stoned like that guy, then go to hightimes.com and watch all the podcasts. They're there for you, okay? Go there, boot up, log on, whatever you do with your computer, just click in at hightimes.com. This is Callum Francis for the High Times Podcast, high on the air.